Hi modelers, this is Mark. I'm going to talk about adding sound to a Athearn ready to roll EMD locomotive. This is a GP40X. These were the predecessor to the GP50s. So glad Athearn made these because Santa Fe only had 10 of these. So I would just flip out as a teenager seeing these up in the Tehachapis because they were pretty rare. They're not around anymore, but they were really cool. They had flared radiators but only 4 axles, so they were like a mini SD45. Anyway, to open up the hood, you probably already know, but you just pull off the front and rear couplers, and then there's 2 screws under the chassis, 2 screws right here and here to pull off the chassis. I had a little trouble with this particular one. I had a piece of excess plastic here under the nose on the edge here, so the nose would just not lift off. It was driving me nuts. I finally had to get a screwdriver in there and pry this off, and there was just a little tab of excess plastic that was kind of latching this thing down. It got caught under the metal here. So just so you know, in case that happens to you, usually they're easy. These are pretty easy to for the hood to come off. I initially went to a hobby shop in Burbank, and they had told me, oh, to add sound, you just need to get a Tsunami 2 board and get this little 21-pin to 9-pin adapter, and then you wire the speaker to the adapter board. And I tried this. It didn't work. I would not recommend this. It's too tall. This is the Athearn board, and this is the little piggyback board, and then this is your 21-pin sound board. All of this stacked up is too tall. The hood is not going to close all the way. And also, when these pins come through this header, the pins will actually bite into your wires that are in the top of the hood. So don't do this. I just ended up, after going through this mess here, just went with an Econami. These are actually cheaper, about 70 bucks. And that's what this board is here. Just replace the whole Athearn board with this Econami ECO-PNP board. For speakers, I went with the TCS speakers. This is the TCS Gen SH1. These are recommended for the GP40s. Replaces the weight, and you use the same 2 screws as the weight. You can also go with these, the TCS Gen SH2, and these will just fit perfectly right inside the hood, and I just put a piece of tape in there to hold them up in there. So these TCS speakers are nice because they come with the little housing. And this is just some wire I dug up from a little tiny audio cable, stereo audio cable that I stripped apart so I could get some tiny gauge wire. Just wire I dug up out of the garage. So anyway, on the wiring of the Econami board, what I did here is I try to use the Athearn push-on connections wherever possible, because I don't like getting a hot soldering iron near the tiny surface mount parts. So here's your front and your pickup wires on the outer edges here, rail pickup wires. Over here's another pickup wire. Your motor is right here on the side. I couldn't figure out what was positive and negative on the motor, but I'm here to tell you that this is positive on the top, and the wire on the bottom is the negative. I did it backwards, but I ended up so I just reversed direction in the software programming, because I just couldn't figure out what was positive and what was negative. But it doesn't matter. You can reverse direction in the programming. So those are the 2 motor wires. Now here I did do soldering here. The ground wires are all here for the lighting. Here's your front headlight here, and here's your back backlight headlights here, rear lights, and the beacon goes to F3. A lot of locomotives, I've modeled the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, a lot of the locomotives have beacons. So that goes to your FX3 connector here. I put another one on F4 just so I could play with the lighting effects. So that's my F3 and F4. The speaker goes right here, these two wires right here. So anyway, that's the Econami soundboard. I just put some tape under here and some electrical tape and some high bond double sticky to hold it down. That's it. You'll program, I'll show the programming codes on the screen for F3 and F4 and how to make them stay on. And that's just all done in the Tsunami programming. But that's it. That's the Econami board with an Athearn ready to roll locomotive. Hope that helps you guys. Thanks for watching.